Waiting to see tonight. She wrote the book on helping any regular guy pick up a beautiful woman. But do this expert's tips really work? NBC 10's Dawn Timoney recently took two NBC 10 staffers out on the town to try out her techniques. Dawn, what'd they find?
Well, Tim, this is the book. It's called Scoring, written by Dr. Victoria Zadrock, a former centerfold and current Penthouse columnist. We brought this modern-day Dr. Ruth into our studios to give us her tips for picking up and hooking up, and then we put them to the test. Guys, you walk into a crowded bar and spot that hot woman across the room. Do you have a chance? Sexpert Dr. Victoria Zadrock says absolutely. Any ordinary guy can score.
You know, some hot women like them tall, some like them shorter. There's some hot woman out there that likes your look. So don't focus on looks. Instead, maximize your positive qualities.
Dr. Victoria Zadrock, a.k.a. Dr. Z, is the author of the new book, Scoring. With a Ph.D. in clinical psychology, a J.D. in law, and her own experience as a Playboy centerfold and penthouse pet, this hottie covered all the bases for us. Her first suggestion?
Act like you own the place. Think alpha male. Think, you know, this is my bar. And if you think this kind of thoughts, you're going to project confidence.
Dr. Z says your gait and your posture are crucial.
What women notice first is the gait. You know, it's the swagger.
And once you've swaggered her way and caught her eye, dazzle her with your smile and make your move.
One study showed that the first thing that women notice on the guy's face is the teeth.
Of course, what comes out of your mouth can make or break your chances. Stay away from cheesy pickup lines and don't hang out too long.
And it's always a good idea to appear busy. Women like guys to have a life. We don't want a guy who has no life.
Dr. Z has 333 pages of suggestions on scoring. We wanted to see if they worked and recruited two NBC 10 employees to put them to the test. So this is Dan, and this is
Dan.
Matt.
I'm Dr. Z. Nice to meet you.
After a couple crucial questions like,
should you buy a girl a drink at a bar or not?
Answer.
I would actually prefer that you don't buy her a drink, because then you're not buying her attention.
And
how long should you wait until you actually contact her?
I would say on average you should wait a couple of days.
Okay, should we hit a bar and see how we make out?
Let's do it.
All right. Armed and ready, we were off. Our first stop was a bar in New Jersey.
Think confidence thoughts.
Our guys used an undercover camera as they tried out Dr. Z's advice. But it was a rainy, cold, quiet night and they weren't successful. Another night, another try. This time, the Ugly Moose in Manayunk, where Dan and Mac zeroed in on this very cute bartender. Guess you gotta have faith, because 22-year-old Faith Ecker says Mac said all the right things.
Try to keep it more conversational. Tried to be funny. She laughed, which is always a good sign.
Would you give him your number?
If I talk to him for a little longer. If you stuck around, maybe for a couple more beers, I'd consider it.
Sounds like success to me. So you're probably wondering how Dan made out. He was leaving for vacation on a 6 o'clock flight the next morning, so he did call it an early night. But Tim, Dan did tell me that he put Dr. Z's suggestions to very good use while on vacation, and he felt a lot more confident with the ladies.
I can see why. With her giving him personal advice, anybody would feel confident, right?
But we had a lot of fun doing the story.
Good story.
She was a nice lady.
I'll be curious to see how they make out in the next several months here. All right.
Well, for more on Dr. Z's book and to watch the entire interview with her and how to score, and believe me, she had plenty more to say, just go to NBC10.com and click on news links.
All right. That was